Mistake number 2, not reviewing or updating your plan. Now let's meet John. John is not in a good place. John made some mistakes. He set up his estate plan 15 years ago. He had to get dragged to that meeting by his kids, and he doesn't want to touch it again. 15 years have passed. He's good. He doesn't want to talk to lawyers. He did what he had to do. He's done. Wrong. Tax laws have changed since he set up his plan. Hundreds of thousands of dollars could be at stake there. The people he named in his documents 15 years ago, they're not even a part of his life anymore. This happens all the time. We see people come in, their first backup trustee was their best friend at the time. Now they're not even on speaking terms. That's a problem. What does that mean? Well, when John faces a long-term illness as he gets older and he can't manage his affairs, well, he has the trust, he has the power of attorney, the advance directive, but his documents name the wrong people. People who are not involved in his life. No one is empowered to step in. His family still has to go to court. And when he passes away, he had the wrong trust structure. So he exposed his family unnecessarily to hundreds of thousands of dollars in capital gains taxes, even though he doesn't have a huge estate. His capital gains taxes are a big deal. Your trust structure affects that. And when he passes away, his home goes to his kids, but property taxes spike. They go up 1,000%. Let's say one of his kids has a substance abuse issue. Well, he didn't do anything to protect that kid. The money goes to this kid with all these legal and substance abuse issues. That money is gone because there's no structure in place to protect that child. So having a plan is great, but if it's not up to date, if it's out of date, if it doesn't address your new issues, it is not good enough. Ask yourself, do you have the right people named as your backup trustees or decision makers? Are these people still able to serve? Are they still a part of your life? Do you trust them if they run into problems of their own? Do you have the right beneficiaries named? Do you have any protections in place for them? Do you have age restrictions? Do you have structures? Do they face any issues of their own that you should be aware of? Is your trust properly structured? This mainly applies to married couples, but the structure of your trust can have big tax implications as it relates to capital gains taxes. And are your documents up to date? Do they reflect recent changes in law? So some of the powers that we can grant now weren't even available many years ago. If you have a power of attorney from 25 years ago, it almost certainly doesn't address digital assets, for example. But what if you own crypto? What if you have online bank accounts and other digital assets? Well, it may not even address that issue. And does your plan address property, capital gains, and estate tax issues? So if you have an old plan, you need to take a fresh look at it. Will a bank even honor an old document? Old power of attorney documents that are old, as they get past 5 or 10 years old, we refer to them as becoming stale, meaning banks don't like to work with old documents. They don't trust them. Now, technically, even if it's valid, you still could run into a lot of trouble. So I would just say this, an out-of-date plan can, in some cases, be worse than no plan at all, because your situation may have changed dramatically. Now, how do you fix this? Well, review your plan with an expert who really understands this and understands all of your issues at least every 5 years, or if your situation changes, or if you see the law change in a way that might affect you, whichever sooner. So if it's been 2 years since you had updated your plan, but someone in your life is no longer that was part of your life when you set it up is no longer there, well, hey, that's a time to address your plan. If you see something in the news about a state or capital gains tax laws changing, hey, set up a meeting with your advisor and review that, because that could have massive implications for the structure of your plan. You may need to make updates. So make sure you update your plan every 5 years at least, if not more often. Gilfix and the Paul Associates, we are true pioneers in the area of estate planning and elder law. 40 years in Palo Alto. We're very proud of that. And we've served thousands and thousands of families throughout the state of California, from San Diego up to Wairika. So we've seen it all. We've served so many different types of families from all walks of life, from just normal everyday people to Nobel Prize winners and to CEOs, but everybody across the spectrum. And I love meeting people from all walks of life, and we can provide value really to everyone. We've saved hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more, in taxes for our clients. But most importantly, our mission and our goal is to empower you and to provide extraordinary value and peace of mind. We're very proud of our place in the community and our place in the legal world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out our other videos. I hope we get the chance to work with you, but regardless, I hope you got a lot out of this video. I'm Mark Gilfix. Stay safe and healthy.